Yo, what's up, man? Uh, I just wanted to, share a little bit of insight. It's just my opinion. It might could help somebody. With their child. I got a child. I got a son. I got a daughter, and it's a cold world, man. It's 2018. It's a little different than when we was growing up. I know the whole tradition about, beat it out of them. I don't really condone that at all. I feel like it's more effective ways to psychologically get your point across to these kids, because in 2018 just beating them, that's not gonna work. I mean, if you can't see with my generation, everything ain't about a whooping, and that's a tradition that goes back too far, that needs to be broken. We got to break the chains. And in the real world, they don't beat you. Well, they're not supposed to, but with the justice system and the way it goes and the way it's set up, it's not beating you, it incarcerates you. So I got a call today that my AB honor roll student, you know, AB honor roll all year, all through 6th grade, pretty well off kid, get whatever he want. I mean, I try to make sure that I provide for mine and things that I didn't have, and I may have done that overboard growing up, and I realized that that's the case, so I got to change that. But anyway, the idea that I come up with is that my son got wrote up today. He was told 3 times by his teacher. He had bought some slime at the dollar store. He was told 3 times by his teacher to stop messing with the slime. On the 4th time, she wrote him up. Before he even went to school this morning, his mom told him to not even take the slime. Now, we're talking about a kid that has no marks against him, and he is an AB honor roll student. Great kid. But he is disobedient. And in the real world, disobedience, when you break the law, you go to jail. Simple as that. So, when he got home today, we had a court hearing. He had to be at court at 4:32. At 4:33, I had to go knock on his door to get him out. So he missed his first court date. So I charged him court fees, and we rescheduled the court date. He earns his own money. Like I said, he's a good kid. He gets money on the regular. He has $3 to his name as of right now. If he knew he was going to jail, I'm pretty sure he would have saved a little bit of that yesterday instead of buying the slime. But now he got $3, which that $3 I took 50 cents off for court costs, and now he has $2.50 left in his commissary. Now, because this was a level 1, a low level write-up, the tactic that I gave him was that this is a felony 1, only because of priors. Because I have to say something more to him once. His mom has to say something more to him once. He's disobedient. He's not bad. He's very respectful, but he's disobedient. So instead of me beating the disobedience out of him, which is not going to work, you cannot beat it out of him. It does not work. Very ineffective. But what is effective is when you do like the real world does. My son will be 12 years old. 6 years from now, 5 years from now in the state of Texas, he can go to the penitentiary for breaking the law. Break the rule, break the law. Okay? So I asked him, I said, do you want to fight this? You got the write-up right here, or do you want to, get a plea deal and plead guilty? Because felony 1 carries a 10-year sentence. So I give him 10 days. A year equals a day with this. 10 days, no phone, no girlfriend, no texting back and forth. Can't come out the room. They pretty much get to eat whatever they want when I ask them, But in this case, whatever he's going to be fed that's what he's going to be fed. He has $2.50 on commissary. He can spend 50 cents to have an hour on the phone. He can have 50 cents for an hour of extra rec time, or he could spend 50 cents on not eating what the state jail provides for him. That's bare minimum. And if he wants to entertain his taste buds, he's going to have to come out of commissary. Now, this is the contract that we wrote up. I don't know if y'all can see that. I can read that contract. Low level write up, felony 1. The sentence carried 3 to 5 years. He did take the plea deal. He pled guilty. So we said 3 to 5 years with the eligibility date of parole after 3 years, which is 3 days. His parole hearing date is at 4:30 on Thursday. The programs that he has to do in order for the parole board to even acknowledge him getting out on parole, he has to do a 10-page book report on the 3-strike rule and the incarceration of men and what happens when you are a habitual offender. And he also has to do intense watching on Locked Up Raw, and he has to watch about the Booty Warrior. Lights out, 8 o'clock, 8:30 sharp. And his duties is to clean his room spotless, which should already be done. He has to do numerous workouts, and he has to study math, because it was in math class he decided he wants to throw slime 3 times after being told no, and he throws it so high that it sticks to the top of the ceiling. I go to bat for mine, and I talk about this boy very highly. But if he disobeys, no matter how much you've done right, once you do something wrong one time in this world, in this society, you're reprimanded for it. So before you go to pick up the belt and beat the hell out of your kids, just realize that that's not how the world is going to do them. The world is going to treat them cold. The world is going to incarcerate them if they break the law. So if you break the law, you go to prison. Now, anybody out there that want to take this and run with it, please do. Because I feel like this is going to be very effective. And I will be making another video on Thursday at his parole hearing and see if he's done the programs and he's rehabilitated enough to even get out of prison. If not, then he has to do the whole 5 years, which is 5 days. And then he can come up Monday and he'll be a free man. So, what I'm trying to say is, it's different ways, different methods to parenting. But if you want to teach these young boys how to be young men, beating it out of them is not the way. Showing them the real world is the way. And I made him sign it. Here's his signature. So he signed and accepted his plea deal. And he's doing his time right now. So any parents out there that's lost, confused, need any advice, I'm winging this myself, man. I had no parent. I mean, I had my mom, but my dad wasn't around. He was incarcerated. I ended up in the streets. A lot of people out there know my story, and I refuse to have that for my son. And I would hope that every other father out there will want the same. So by using this prison tactic, I really, really, honestly believe that it'll work. So I just wanted to give my testimony on how I'm handling my situation right now, and hope that it could reach somebody else. All the real fathers out there, man, it's a jungle out here in 2018. It's hard. Just keep pushing. All the mothers out there that's trying to raise men, keep pushing, baby. Just do it the right way. All my parents out there, this is our future. This is all we got. So just do it the right way. Much love. 1.